Hey, Valerie Lewis right here, coming to you from the suburbs of Washington, D.C. And today we are on video number 2 of our Later series. And in today's video, we're going to talk about what's inside once you log into Later. And it's all coming up. Hey! All right. So very excited, you guys. If you didn't catch the first video, make sure that you do. I'm going to try to leave it somewhere here so you can grab it. But that showed you, the home page, what's there, how to get in, and all that great stuff. So now that you're in, I'm going to show you what the different features are in your back office so that you know what's there and you'll know how to start using it. So let's begin. Okay, so here we are inside of my back office, and as you can see, I've got my Instagram, my Pinterest, my Facebook, and my Twitter accounts all added into this. However, I do not use it for all these things. Like I said before, I mainly use Later for Instagram, which is what it was created for originally, and then they expanded, which is really cool. So anyway, for me on Instagram, I normally just post one post a day. Sometimes I do two. And I also want you to remember that Instagram is not my main marketing platform. Okay, it's not. It's this. It's it's YouTube and also Facebook. So I have a much bigger following on those places. But since I recently decided to start using Instagram, because I'm like, hey, I'd like to think I'm pretty photogenic. I love pictures, and this is a really simple platform to start gaining even more visibility on. So why not use it? Also, I love Bitmojis. So I like to use them on social media now. So I started with Instagram and I absolutely love it. I just love those Bitmojis. I don't know why. Now, as you can see, if you're brand new to this, you're like, oh my gosh, what is all of this? That's why I wanted to do this video. So it took me a little bit of time. I had to go through each one of these and I was like, what the heck is this? All this stuff is like already giving me anxiety. I can't even. So I don't want you to have to go through that. Okay, so right up here in the top left, you'll see Later, the Later logo. When you're here, you'll notice you've got these 3 bars, and when you hover over it, it becomes the arrows going to the left. So what's going to happen is this. Okay, it's simply going to compress that so that you have more space here to work. You can click it again and it'll expand it again. Okay, so you've got calendar, media library, conversations, analytics, collect, search and repost, contributors, link in bio. You've got your profiles, settings, help, refer, suggestions, and then these 3 dots. Okay, and then when you hover over it, it's about Later, the pricing, the terms, the privacy policy, working at Later, the Later blog, or you can log out of this. Now, I don't really ever log out, so I don't pay attention to that. But we'll get into these things, okay? Now, at the top, going from left to right, this is your upload media column right here. So when you upload media, it's all going to be listed here, and I'll get into that in a sec. These are the different ways that you can upload media. You can use Dropbox, you can use Google Drive, or you can simply upload it from your computer directly. When you do that, everything you upload is listed here. I believe you can upload as many as 30 pieces of media at a time. So it really does allow you to be able to, select a bunch so you're not adding them individually. That will take all day, as you can see with what I have. Now you've got the star here so that, if there's certain media that you want to bring attention to really quickly that you're thinking about using or whatever, you can use that. And then you also have show filters. So things like ones that you haven't used yet, you simply uploaded it and you haven't used it yet, or ones that you have used so that you can make sure you space these things out, or all the media that you have. So again, your media usage is unlimited if you have the account that I have, which is the premium. Okay, so then you could look at all profiles if you like, or just a specific one. And then you can just also go straight to your media library, and it'll show everything that you uploaded in that time frame. Okay, so that's really cool. I don't really use that though. So that's that column. Now let's move over here. This shows you again all of your platforms. So right now, this is my calendar for my Instagram account. I can click on that. Obviously, there's nothing here. I barely use Pinterest. I played around with it a couple of times and I like it. But again, I can't go and bounce all over the place. I've got to focus on one or two things at a time, and that's it. So, you know, this is why it's easy for me to just do one post a day on Instagram now, because I have this calendar and I can schedule it for the entire week or the entire month, and I don't have to worry about anything. You know, I don't have to like spend a lot of time on Instagram. So I'll pick out the posts that I want to use, and then I can go back to creating my videos for YouTube or hopping on Facebook for a quick 5 or 10 minutes. Speaking of Facebook, I can also schedule things to post on my Facebook page. And again, I haven't even used that for this yet. I will be. And then finally, Twitter. So now, I don't use this for Twitter. I wanted to check this out and kind of see what it will do. So I have recently added Twitter on here. But the only reason why I haven't used Twitter, haven't used Later for Twitter yet, is because I had already had another app that I use for Twitter that I really love, and I will do a series on that as well. So I'm giving you guys all the goods on this channel, so you know what you need to do. You need to make sure that you subscribe and you click notifications, click that bell, and of course give me a thumbs up on this if you want more great videos like this where I can help you save some money and help you become more productive in your business. All right, so here we go. Back over to Instagram, because that's really what we're going to focus on the most right now. So yes, as you can see, I had a really busy weekend. I was at a major event that literally changed my life. And it did not change it. It transformed my life. But that's another video. And so I had made sure that I scheduled something for those times. So I was gone all day Friday, all day Saturday, all day Sunday. Those things were scheduled. Monday, go figure, I was free Monday, but I didn't post anything using Later. And so I scheduled something for today. Now, when it comes to your calendar, you have different ways that you can view it. It shows you today, which is why this bar is here, because this is about the time that I am recording this video. It also is showing it to me by the week. I could look at this by the month if I wanted to, and I could see all the posts that I had for the month so far. And I can preview. And I love preview because it shows not only what you've already posted, but also what you have scheduled to post, so that you get an opportunity to see what your feed is going to look like in the future. You know, so this is what my feed looks like. Very, very cool. I love that. Now, I haven't scheduled anything beyond today, so it's only showing up to what I posted today. We're going to get into some more of this stuff in just a moment, but I did want you to see that. So this is what the preview screen looks like. Okay, this is what the week screen looks like, and that's normally how I like to look at it. And then this is the month. Okay, so let's start off with preview. You can see all the way over to the right. If I wanted to, I could do a visual planner scheduling, so I could set up a really quick schedule from the preview in order to plan out my feed. So I could like basically just grab this and drop it in. If you need more information about it, you can click learn more, or you can click get started. Okay, and then it goes into an entire explanation as to how this thing works. You can simply drag and drop the photos. Very, very cool. I love this. So if you just want to plan out the photos first and then write something else later, you see that? This is why I love Later. Okay, and this is to be quick scheduled, to be quick scheduled. So then you can click on them. All right, I can save these changes. I can move them around. Right? It's so, so cool. So now they are scheduled to go up for tomorrow and the next day. But I can change this if I like. I want to go over to the week, because like I said, I'm used to looking at this by the week. Now this just automatically scheduled these things for 12 o'clock. But I can change this up by clicking on the picture. I can write whatever I want the caption to be. Hey, oops. Hey everyone, buy my stuff. Just kidding, I would not ever put that, but let's put LOL because I'm joking. Okay, so you can put that there, and then, you know, whatever else. We'll do another video all about how to get your post set up. But I wanted you to see, you can simply click this, you write in your caption, your hashtags, you know, whatever you want. You have link in bio, which I'll get into in a moment, to put the link that you want. You can select the location if you like. I rarely use location. If you don't like this or didn't mean to put it up, you simply click here to discard it, not the X. The X is just going to take you out of this, like this. Okay, so you don't want to do that. Okay, so you'll have discard post if you don't want that to be on your calendar at all. And you can also change the time. You can change the date and the time. Now, if you wanted it maybe instead of 1, you want it 1:03, you just go in here and change it. Okay, and then you could save it. Okay, really cool. Really, 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 really cool. Love it, love it. Okay, now for the month, I just like to look at it overall. And I'm like, ah, okay, cool, cool. And you can see, you know, yeah, I've had something post every day except yesterday. Shame on Val. But yeah, what I'm loving about Instagram these days is the fact that you really can just post once a day. When they change their algorithms and things, you know, I still get likes and followers and engagement from posts that I've done like a week or 2 weeks ago. I'll still get new followers off of that. So this is part of why I'm saying, you know, you don't necessarily have to post 5 times a day or anything like that. Once or twice and you're good to go. And again, because this is not my primary platform, I'm not on here posting twice a day. I'm just doing once a day. So I want you to think about that. With my paid account, I get 250 Instagram posts. Well, I actually get more than that, but I'll explain why. I get 260. And I'll show you how you can get more posts if you need them and get them for free. I'm basically only doing 31 posts a month, but I have access to 260 of them. So if I ever did want to post more often, I totally could. Do I feel like I'm wasting my money? No, absolutely not. Because of all the other features, it is worth so much more than just the $19 I'm paying for every month. So I don't mind starting off slow, building up the brand on my Instagram. So I'm totally cool with that. Okay, so that's the calendar. Now for the other social media platforms, you're not going to get preview, of course, because as you can see, the preview is to show you what your Instagram feed is going to look like, and only the Instagram feed. So that's basically everything from left to right. So now let's talk about this left-hand side menu and work our way down. So that we just went over the calendar. We kind of went over your media library already. Okay, so you had a chance to see that. This is where all your media that you uploaded in that time frame is. You also have conversations, which is cool because you could see every conversation that you've had with people, and you can reply right here, and they'll give you up to 300 characters and 4 hashtags. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, now total transparency here, I don't really use this very often. I just, you know, I'll get a notification on my phone that, hey, somebody commented on my Instagram post. I'll click on it, see what they wrote, and then I reply on there because I just, you know, ding ding phone. Okay. But working on my computer, if I just wanted to check in once a day with the comments or a couple times a day, I could, and I could do it all from right here. So that would be really, really cool. So you've got the inbox view. You got the post view. So, I mean, what's going on? I got no comments here. What is that? Like, that sucks. But I do have some engagement, a little bit of likes, a little bit of love there. But again, it will continue to rise, so that's cool. And then you have the user view. Okay, very, very, very cool stuff here. Okay, so back to the inbox view. Okay, so I like that. You can see all the conversations. Analytics. Okay, so again, I don't have a huge following. I don't have 10,000 followers, 100,000 followers yet. Okay, but I'm just getting started on Instagram. So this has been an amazing journey in this little bit of time. I've only been using Later and using Instagram for a couple months, and I got this many followers when I'm never here. Like, I'm not really here on Instagram. I think I'm on Instagram like once a week, and I have followers, I have gotten leads, I've even gotten some sales from Instagram. So again, it's not necessarily the quantity, it's the quality of the followers that you have. Who's actually paying attention to what you're talking about? Who is actually clicking on your stuff? That's the thing that is important. So yeah, you've got the analytics. You'll be able to see your followers, impressions, reach, profile interactions, views, website clicks, all that good stuff. And again, with me not being on this platform very often, the engagement is not bad. It could definitely be better. I will admit that. It could definitely be better. And I'm going to test out some things. It could be what I post, it could be the time of day that I post, it could be how often I've been posting. Maybe I do want to kick it up a notch, you know, maybe I don't, maybe I want to do less. I don't know yet. I'm going to test it. You never know until you test. Okay, so anyway, we've got all that. You've got your overview, your audience, your post performance, and your story performance. And again, me being new to Instagram, I don't even use stories that much either, but I know that they're very important if you're trying to build on Instagram, and that's your main platform. So you'll probably want to look at a couple of these blogs, a couple of these later blogs, but I will definitely be back. I'm going to be writing some more blogs about Instagram myself, and of course doing more vlogs, more videos about Instagram, because I am really enjoying it. So more to come. All right, so you've got all of that. Now going into collect. Okay, you click on collect and you'll see it opens up. You've got search and repost, and then you've got contributors. So for the search and repost, as of today, the day that I am recording this video, they're actually updating this. There'll only be a search limit of 30 unique hashtags within a 7-day period, and only business profile users have access to this feature. So if you have one of the 2 personal accounts, I want to upgrade if this is something that you like to use. So you can basically punch in something, like if you're like me, you do network marketing. Oh, network marketing tips. Let's put that. Ta-da! You get to see all of these different posts. And you know what? If there is something here that you would like, you can request a repost. And you could add it to your library. So just remember these guidelines, you guys. This is really important. You know, this belongs to someone else. Ask permission before you just go out here and arbitrarily repost, you know. And also give credit where credit is due. Mention this person, duh. You know, like, it's so terrible that we have to remind people to do that, but do that. All right. So I don't really use that feature. I really don't. And then you have contributors. So you can request and collect media from the from my top content creators. Ta-da! And you'd get started right here. Again, I don't really use this. So my main purpose for using Later is to automate my posts and to use link in bio. That's it. Okay. But these other things are really great. You also have settings. So you can go into your settings. You can change your subscription. You can change your email, all that cool stuff. And here's what else I wanted to show you guys. I actually earned 10 additional posts this month from referring a friend to Later, and they got it. And so yay, that's great for me, right? This definitely comes in handy if you have a smaller subscription, but you want to post a lot. You don't have to pay for them. Just let people know about Later. That's a cool affiliate feature, right? So I will, you've got your settings. So your name, your email, time zone, what's the first day of the week for you. And I think that bases how your calendar looks. You can change your password if you need to, or you can leave Later and delete your account. You've got your social profiles and your groups. Okay, so again, on this account, I've got everything. On my beauty account, I just have these two. Team members, I don't have any. My subscription, we already know I've got premium. So now at the very bottom, you've got refer and you've got suggestions, and then you've got the dots. So refer, they will give you your affiliate link. You can take this and give this to anybody that had a question about Later or that you recommended Later to. Give them your link. So you take this link, you can copy it, or you can share it with a tweet. You can copy and paste it and send it out to the person, or you can simply share the tweet. And for every person that you refer, when they get their account, you get 10 more posts per month. So I had, somebody come on my team and they were like, Val, you do video, which is great. I want to get on Instagram. So I said, here you go. And she got the account. Awesome. So there you have it. And then you have suggestions. So again, this is more like a forum, just kind of giving you some advice on different things you can do. And then with your ellipsis, there's about Later, right, which we saw in the previous video. There is the pricing, which we saw in the previous video. There are the terms of Later, which you'll definitely want to read through. You're in business, you want to be responsible and read through. Okay. There's their privacy policy. So again, you just want to read through. Okay, they updated it a few months back. They'll probably be updating it again. So you want to go through that, work it Later. Okay. That was pretty self-explanatory. But yeah, you can work it Later. And then you have the Later blog. Okay. So everything is conveniently placed all right here for you. It's a majorly detailed dashboard, which is cool. But yeah, I typically just get on here, go straight over here to the calendar, decide where I want to put some posts, and I can plan it out. So I have like a pattern on my feed. So every other one is a picture, and then every other one is a quote. So I'll do, one picture, one quote, one picture, one quote. So as far as aesthetically speaking, I would know how my feed is basically going to look. I can select the time of the day by just dragging and dropping, and then I can always go back. After I have it set up, I can go back and I can type in blah, 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 whatever I want to say with a few hashtags. I can add in the link that I want in here if I want, my location, yada yada, the time, the date, and whether or not I want this to be whether or not I want it to be automatic. I never touch this because of course I want it automated, and then I save it. Right? So that's pretty much it. And of course they give me an error because the field must be a valid URL, and I was just playing around. I'm probably going to discard the post. But you catch my drift. You get what I'm doing here. So yeah, this is pretty much it. They also have the chat down here. in the bottom right hand corner. I don't know if you guys can see it or if I'm in your way, but it's down here at the very bottom that you can click on, and you go straight into a chat session, which is wonderful. They are really good with their support in the chat. Okay, so that's pretty much it. This is everything in the dashboard here as you're creating. So again, I mean, I really just, I post my posts, right? I select what I want to see for the week, and then I go in afterwards and I write everything I want to say and use the hashtag suggestions. Depending on what I'm doing at the time, I may add in a link for it, for the link in bio, and then I save it and I'm done. So this is really all I look at. I'll upload my new media, I'll put it on the calendar, I'm done. All this other stuff I don't honestly use very often, but if you're somebody who wants to keep track of what's going on, I do check analytics for the best time of day to post, and then also I check it for just getting a snapshot. Am I increasing with my followers? How's the engagement going? So I know what to improve upon. All right, so hopefully this has helped you. For now, all I need you to do is make sure that you give me a thumbs up, that you subscribe to this channel, and also put in the comments, what value have you gotten out of this? What questions do you have? Because I really appreciate your feedback. The more I know about, what you're looking for, the more I can give you of what you're looking for. So there we go. I want you to have all the pieces to the puzzle, and I have an amazing system that can help you with everything that you're going to need to build your business. Okay, so make sure that you get your hands on that. And again, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.